So unless you've been living under a rock, you know that there's been a lot of talk about Colleen Ballinger around these parts of town. And there was a lot of scary, ghoulish stuff that was exposed about her.
Colleen Ballinger, who's better known as her online persona Miranda Sings, is facing significant backlash. She's been accused of having inappropriate relationships with some of her underage fans.
I mean, legally, I think in this video, I have to say that they're allegations, but I really don't see how they are if there's literally a video of her on a live stream doing things like sending a kid lingerie in the mail.
I want to send him something. Do you want the bra, Adam?
Do you want the bra and panties?
That's weird as fuck. And to make matters worse, she's fully denying any accountability because as of last week, and as many of people have already talked about and memed about, she released an apology video. I mean, it's kind of hard for me to call it an apology video when it's not really an apology. She just kind of sings about how everyone should feel bad for her and why and why and why. You guys are so mean. Stop talking to me about stuff that there's video evidence for. How old is she again? But anyways, if you want to know more details about this whole situation, please check out Adam McKinstry's channel. I won't be getting into all that, but this video is specifically about her horrible comedy special on Netflix. So, if you would like to continue your ride on the toxic gossip train, all aboard. Let's get into it. This thing came out in 2019 and has a 5.6 out of 10 on IMDb, which I think is too generous. Personally, the IMDb review that I relate to the most about this topic is this one. But anyways, the show begins with like showing the crowd and like them getting rowdy and excited. And this wouldn't be anything to blink a Billie eyelash at. If it weren't for the fact that they're all literally babies, I'm talking like 7 and 8-year-olds, like goo goo gaga. They are small. Like the oldest, and I mean oldest people there are probably like 14 to 15, and that's even pushing it. And then there's like the parents, of course. But Colleen, derogatory by the way, goes backstage to tell Miranda that it's time for her to perform. But she says she's busy.
I'm waiting for the scab to form so I can peek it.
Right off the bat, I found myself getting like egregiously annoyed with this because I don't really like when comedians, I'm using that term very loosely for Colleen by the way, use like excessive gross out humor as just their main driving point. I'm picking my nose, isn't that crazy? But I shook it off. I said to myself, you must prevail. But then Colleen gets on stage and her very first joke, and I mean the very first one, is literally about sexualizing her unborn child.
There's a tiny little penis in there.
Like, this is strange, right? This is very, very strange. And if you can't see that it's very, very strange, consider imagining a guy saying that about his daughter, his baby daughter. And right after she says that joke, she says, is that weird? Are there kids here?
Is that weird? Are there kids here?
Girl, you know damn well that there is kids here. That's like literally your entire thing. If you have an overlapping audience with Elsa pregnant Spider-Man videos, then I got news for you, pal. You are in the wrong line of business. Something strange is going on. After that, she talks about being pregnant for a little bit, like her struggles of being pregnant, which I can't imagine being a child in this audience and finding this entertaining. Like, what could they possibly relate to when it comes to this subject? I feel like half of her audience probably still thinks that babies are delivered from a fucking bird. You know, one of those fucking birds. But this conversation leads to what I would call like insufferably millennial humor.
This garbage bag is just like me. Get it? Cause I'm literally trash.
No shade to millennials. Seriously, I feel for you. But I'm talking like the most recycled like millennial humor ever. Like it's stuff that you've heard already online.
And I looked like this when I was a baby. That's not photoshopped. That's my actual face.
She talks about how is my child going to be able to explain her mom's job when he grows up? Like, how is he ever going to explain this? Look at this picture of me making this funny face. Look at that. Look at my lipstick is everywhere. That's crazy. Have you ever seen a kid talk about YouTube? They think it's like the coolest shit ever. Oh, how is my kid ever going to explain that I'm a YouTuber, one of the coolest jobs in the world to them? What are they going to think about that? She says that she's been doing this character so long that everybody hates, and goes on to explain that parents hate her the most.
You guys hate me the most.
And that she's going to try to make the show enjoyable for all ages.
But there's also a lot of mature, inappropriate jokes that will go over the kids' heads.
Spoiler alert, she does not. And the next thing that she actually talks about is so foreshadowing to the future, because she says that she avoids confrontation and hides behind her camera like a coward.
I'm very uncomfortable when it comes to confrontation and hate, but I'm a little bit better at it when I can hide behind my camera like a coward.
So she goes on to explain that she writes songs about the hate that she gets.
I write songs about the hate that I get, and I would love to sing one for you guys tonight if that's cool.
And I had never watched her content at all before, so I wasn't expecting her to just whip out this infamous ukulele like it was nothing.
I got my ukulele.
But there it was. I couldn't believe my eyes, because she's been talking about her quote-unquote haters since before 2019, I'm sure, by using her ukulele. And so she did the same thing with her apology, as if these allegations are just another hater. I can't even look at this goddamn ukulele. I feel passive-aggressive as hell just looking at this thing.
At least you're having fun.
She then proceeds to sing a song about her haters and shows a bunch of their comments on screen. But all of these comments that she shows are so very clearly written by children.
Your clothes are so ugly. Maybe you need to go into a model class. Your clothes look like pajamas. You don't know what you're wearing. You look good to you. You look bad to me.
And she makes fun of their spelling like every chance that she gets.
Oh, totally stupid. I had to you with a passion.
And there's even a line in her song that says, maybe learn how to spell.
Before you go insulting people, maybe learn how to spell.
Like, Colleen, they are 5. They are learning how to spell. What kind of a roast is this? Imagine having beef with 8-year-olds. And then, oh God, I mean, she does the thing that all female comedians get accused of doing all the time. She makes a vagina joke.
I'm pretty sure her vagina smells like cat food. That one's accurate.
The vagina joke allegations are not going to stop anytime soon. God damn it. Also, I'm pretty sure you shouldn't be telling 6-year-olds what your vagoon smells like, but yeah, sure, let's continue watching.
They're 8-year-olds watching this.
I don't think that's a hate comment, Colleen. I think that's a valid criticism. She sings about how she's totally fine and she's totally not feeling hurt from these hate comments.
You might think that I'm hurt or I'm feeling abused, but I'm not. I'm getting paid from your comments and views.
But like, if you're not offended by this, why is your whole show about this? Like, one thing's for sure, she's definitely not winning the I don't give a fuck war. And with all these kids' comments that she's reading, she's like simultaneously hating her own audience while also still trying to cater to them. Like, I want to see a psychological exam done on this woman, and that's coming from somebody who has bipolar and can't even look at their own face right, okay? There is something contrastly insane about this. Then she sings a ballad about Miranda Sings and changes into her Miranda costume. And I fully understand that this character, Miranda, can't sing. But the faces that she's making when she's singing this note... Sheesh, man. Her next song is about how people can't be mad at you as long as you say no offense.
There's a way to say offensive things and not wolf man.
Which is, again, so poetically ironic.
Just say these 2 little words and no one's allowed to be mad.
Because this is supposed to be an exaggerated, like, asshole character, but that is pretty much exactly what she did. Like, instead of hi, maybe she should have titled her video No Offense. But this is when it gets real weird. Like, I'm talking crusty, crustacean, bottom of the ocean creature with a light bulb on its head, weird and strange. Because she starts making jokes about porn.
What you might not know is that is happening all around you.
Allow me to remind you what the audience looks like. She says that porn is happening all around us, and then she calls up 2 volunteers on stage.
There are people being porn in this very room, and I cannot have that. So I'm going to need 2 volunteers.
And I started getting really nervous when she said this. Like, I was really hoping that she had like plants in the audience that were supposed to get called up, like full-grown adults, but no. Unfortunately, the volunteers that she calls up are probably 14 or 15 at most. I would be very shocked to find out if they were actually older than that. Colleen also tries and fails to make a Game of Thrones joke to one of them, and she has no idea what she's talking about.
Is that you, the mother of the dragons? No. Got you confused with someone else.
And it's just awkward as hell.
So, anyways.
Remember, Colleen, these kids are probably not watching fucking Game of Thrones. That's not exactly a show that's in their age demographic, is it? But anyways, she calls the girl on the left's outfit conservative, but then points out that the girl on the right's chest is out.
And the top goes so low we can see the entire chesticle crack.
And says that her skirt is too short.
Her skirt is so short, all it will take is one really big gust of wind and we'll see all the creases and crevices.
Already weird. Already in the unsafe zone here. But then she describes what she's wearing as pornish.
I cannot have my Merfandas walking around dressed porny.
And if for some insane, wild reason you cannot see how crazy this is, again, switch Colleen out for a male comedian who is her age saying this about teenage girls. This really would only be okay if it was a crowd filled with adults. And I'm not even gonna show you the next part because I would just feel weird as hell doing that. But Colleen has this girl turn around and she says that she can see the entire shape of her butt.
She is such a severe case of the porn. Turn around. This is so tight we can see the entire shape of the badonkadonk. Inappropriate!
Bye. Bye. Send her to the glue factory. Bye. But just when I thought that it couldn't get any more criminally insane, she sings a song about looking for a bae. And she looks around into this child-filled audience. And she's like, ooh, so many good options.
Let's see here. We got lots of options. Ooh.
And again, she brings 3 volunteers on stage. 2 of them, thank God, are adults. But one of them, god damn it, is a kid. He's probably like 10. Criminal offense number 1. She calls him a flirt.
We have a flirt in the house tonight. Okay, all there.
Criminal offense number 2. She tells the audience to clap for the bae that they felt she had the most connection with.
And the bae you think I had the most chemistry with, cheer for, okay? So here we go.
Please don't. Please don't. Damn it! Ooh, and then this is the kicker right here. This had me weeping and falling to my knees. She says, call me when you get older.
But give them a round of applause. They did such a good job. Call me when you're older, all day.
The camera pans over to the audience in this moment too, and it's just like all kids like clapping and cheering too, like they have no idea. It just feels so like sinister. Her next segment is about teaching the crowd how to deal with haters, where she again just starts reading her hate comments.
Ugly piece of beep. I hope you beep and die.
And like, I can't believe almost the whole entire show is this. Like, I truly can't. I've never seen another stand-up comedian be so dependent on anything but their own material. Like, girl, you really could have just done this in a YouTube video, for real. You didn't need to charge people $50 or whatever the hell. I understand stand-up comedy is about your life and personal experiences, but holy crap, I cannot stand seeing another YouTube screenshot from your ass. Another one that she reads is literally the most recycled copy-paste joke of all time, I think. Like, I think I've seen this in 10,000 comment sections.
My dad came in and I switched to porn because it was easier to explain.
Like, how the hell is this good enough to bring up in a Netflix special? Very impressive stuff, Colleen.
So pretty wrong.
Then Miranda does a whole ass talent show where she's trying to show that she can model and she can dance. And goddamn, it is so boring. Like, holy shit, I took a hydroxyzine today and I was fighting sleep. Sweet, sweet slumber was calling me. At this point, she literally just starts dabbing. Just dabbing.
Damn. Damn. Damn, damn.
And then there's like 10 minutes left of the show. And it ends with this bit about Miranda actually being able to sing whenever her friend puts a sword through her neck.
Stick it in me whenever you want, Patrick.
I mean, it's not funny, and nor does it even make sense. Like, this is supposed to be a magic trick. It is canonically a magic trick.
Oh, I'm about to do an incredible magic trick.
It would actually be funny, maybe, if it was like a neck injury, if they feigned a neck injury or something. But it's just like unbelievable that this is on Netflix. From her being weird to children to her comedy, which was literally just reading 5-year-olds' comments and feeling superior about it on stage for an hour. And that's the thing. It was only an hour, but geez, it felt like a fortnight. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. And luckily, next week, I have a very, very big video planned that is actually so fun and not about super fucked up things. So I'm so looking forward for you guys to see that. Special thanks to my patrons. And here is my first ever patron of the week. Hello.
Hey, I'm DJ, and I'm the patron of the week. Cue the outro.
Thank you so much for that. I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.